Well, congratulations, Gary. Not perhaps the prettiest of performances today, but a very, very big 3 points.
Yeah, I think we all knew that. I think the pitch is very heavy out there. I think we experienced that on New Year's Day. Of course, there was a game on the pitch yesterday, Hayes and Yedding are sharing down there at Kingfield at the moment, and we knew it was going to be tough out there, but all credit to the groundsmen and the staff getting the game on for today. It was important that we haven't had a league game since New Year's Day. We wanted the game on, and you're playing against Ebbsfleet with the greatest respect. We knew it wasn't going to be a football classic. They're a big, strong side, very physical, get the ball from back to front very quickly, and we knew we had to turn around and win our battles or try and hang in there if we weren't winning our battles, if we wanted to get a result, and we experienced that already this season against them in the Cup. We played them down there in the league, so we know a lot about them, like Liam Dace and Ebbsfleet know about us. But right start, we got off, had a penalty, didn't take it. And I felt that they were a better side probably, and winning probably more personal battles in the first half. Pleased probably with the result 0-0 at half time. The last 10 or 15 minutes, Aaron Howe had to make a couple of good saves in the first half, but got on and won the game, I'm pleased to say.
Did you think, Gary, when Kevin Betsy missed that penalty, oh dear, it's going to be one of those days again?
Not really. It was very, very early in the game. You can tend to get wrapped up in the game when it's so early in the game that you miss a penalty in the first 3 or 4 minutes, and the game goes on, and that the pitch is cutting up and it's going from one end to the other. Both teams looking for the 3 points. We wanted the 3 points, put ourselves in an area of the league where, I wouldn't say we get relaxed or comfortable, but which, gives us something more to push on with. And Ebbsfleet are fighting in the relegation battle as well, and we didn't want to get drawn into that area today in respect of them coming here and winning. So, it was going to be a tough match. And, to be in this league, every game and whoever you play against is very, very tough. But, over the last 5 league games now, we've won 4 out of the last 5, took 12 points out of 15, kept 3 clean sheets out of the last 5, beaten some very good ex-league clubs as well on the way, Lincoln and Stockport and Luton Town, and we've beaten Ebbsfleet today. And as a rule, we usually play our better football on a better surface, but we have shown now, and I think what we are trying to get at the moment, and which is, I'm pleased to say at the moment, going well, is that form of consistency and work rate and effort in respect of, it's all right playing on a nice pitch, but we're rolling our sleeves up, as people see previously in the game against Luton and today, to dig in there and play and win matches probably the ugly way more than the football way at the moment, which is encouraging. We can do things both ways. And
Adam Doyle went off at half time. Was that due to an injury?
Yeah, he looked like he was struggling. He's had a little bit of a sore back all week, and this and that, but he thought he'd be okay, but he's hung in there to half time. But you could tell that he wasn't 100% fit, but we've got to half time, I'm pleased to say, and we had to make the change, even though I thought Joe McNerney was doing very well. But it opened the door for Jaden, a young lad there who's come up from Bournemouth, and he wants to gain experience, he wants to improve, he wants to play in a men's football all the time and on a regular basis, and he's claimed a goal there. He came on a sub against Luton, and same again, a situation where he came on as a sub, and you have that sometimes, where players can be a little bit frustrated, but whether they're a lone player or whether they're a player who's attached to our club here, there's only 11 who can start a match.
And he was a threat when he came on, Jaden, and although nobody quite knows which part of his body the goal came off, nonetheless it was good to see a Woking striker making a run towards the near post and wanting to get in on the end of a cross.
Yeah, very much so. Like I say, he's got in there, please, and like I say, it's a big 3 points for us today, and it's something like we ain't going to get carried away about, but as I say, look, when you've won 4 out of your last 5 in the Conference League, which we know is a very, very competitive and a very, very hard league, we're showing that consistency now. As I say, we're keeping clean sheets, and things are moving in the right direction. We mustn't get carried away. Our football can turn one way or another, and having a game on a Sunday was a little bit different. I thought that, considering a chilly day, even though it was nice and bright, not a bad crowd, and I know it wasn't a football feast in respect of quality football, but I think they saw 2 teams out there working very hard on a day.
And talking of that, Mark Ricketts, I thought he very much led by example, seemed to get caught with a very, very nasty tackle. Certainly seemed to be down injured for some time, but got up, rolled his sleeves up and really put in a tremendous performance.
Well, you're always going to get here's a skipper, he's going to lead by example and do them type of things, He's got caught late, there's no doubt about that. Where we were, we thought it was a bad tackle, to be honest with you. The lads got away but not even got booked. not that I like to see anybody get booked, but you know, at the end of the day, it was very late. But you know, that's Rico. He don't complain. He gets up and gets on with it as a skipper and leads by example. But as we say, it's a big 3 points for us today, no doubt about that.
And now, Gary, you've got a bit of a gap again until you play Newport. Presumably that's quite good for you to have a look around, see perhaps maybe whether you can fetch some players in or not.
Oh yeah, it is. You know, we've got the 9-day break now, really, and I'd say it'd be another great game and a tough test for us now going into the Newport game. But it allows, you know, other things to, you know, have a look and take view of. But we've got the Surrey Senior Cup game here on Wednesday against Farnham. We'll put a very strong team out, there's no doubt about that, you know, because we're starting to get players back now from injuries and from suspension. So things are going well, yeah.
And talking about players being injured, how's Lee Sawyer coming along?
Yeah, he's not far away. Lee will play Wednesday. You know, he'll play against Farnham on Wednesday in there, and as I say, we'll put a strong team out on Wednesday. That's all we have got in the club now. You know, is the first team squad of players where you need certain players who ain't in the team, sitting on the bench or been out injured, who need that level of match fitness. But you know, with the holders of the Surrey Senior Cup, we want to regain the competition in respect of to be the winners. So you know, we look forward to Wednesday, subject to the weather.
Lovely, thank you very much, Gary. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers.